No matter where you are in your pull-up journey, if you want to increase the amount of pull-ups that you can do, doing a combination of these three things is going to help you get there. The first thing you're going to want to work on is improving your maximum pulling strength. Basically, your maximum pulling strength, fuck it. Open, I guess. Alright. Much better. Basically, your maximum pulling strength is literally how much weight you can pull. So imagine if you're 160 pounds and you can do exactly one pull-up, your maximum pulling strength is 160 pounds. If you're 160 pounds and you can do one pull-up with exactly 40 pounds attached to you, your maximum pulling strength is 200 pounds. And if you're 160 pounds and you can do exactly one pull-up on the assisted pull-up machine with 20 pounds taken off, then your maximum pulling strength is 120 pounds. 140 pounds. Math is hard. Got it? Okay, moving on. So the reason we want to do this is increasing your maximum strength is inherently going to increase your endurance at lighter loads. So if you're able to get to the point of doing weighted pull-ups, imagine you're doing weighted pull-ups with 50 pounds attached to you, naturally you're going to be able to do more pull-ups at just body weight. So to train this, you're going to want to establish a 1 rep max, a 3 rep max, or a 5 rep max. Any of these will do. If you find your 3 rep max, you can calculate your 1 rep max to be approximately 6% more weight. So imagine if you do 3 reps at 100 pounds as your maximum weight, your 1 rep max will be about 106, you can assume. And if you do a 5 rep max, then your 1 rep max is going to be about 12% more. So the easiest protocol to follow for this is going to be the 5x5 at about 70 to 75% of your 1 rep max. If you don't know your 1 rep max and you don't feel like calculating it, a really good gauge is just to know that these 5 reps should be hard but doable. So by the end, you should be challenging yourself, but you should be able to complete all 5 reps. All right, today we got another Barrio Brewing, Hipsterville Hazy IPA. Hopefully you can focus in on that and it's actually visible this time. Barrio Brewing does not miss. Shit's dope. All right, the second thing you're gonna wanna work is your pulling endurance. What this literally means is training your body to use oxygen more efficiently when performing certain movements, and in this case that movement is the pull-up. So in order to properly do this, we need to keep the loads extremely light and the reps extremely high so we can get lots of movements in continuously and get that blood flowing. You're still going to want to roughly base this off of your 1 rep max, but the loads are going to be so light that you're probably going to have to use some bands or the assisted pull-up machine. For this, the easiest protocol to follow is going to be 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps at 30 to 40% of your 1 rep max. And if you're using assistant bands, you're probably gonna have to go through some trial and error to figure out what bands are gonna be appropriate for this exercise. Without taking a look at percentages, basically these reps should be easy but not effortless. And the third thing you're gonna wanna incorporate into your training is what I call high volume training. You can kind of think of this as stamina training, but the purpose is essentially to push your body to perform a higher volume of pull-ups at like your working weight. And your working weight is essentially 50 to 65% of your 1 rep max. But again, ignoring percentages, it should be a weight that you're able to do roughly 8 to 12 reps comfortably at. And the key word here really is comfortably. Like they shouldn't be easy, but you should not be struggling to get 12 reps. So the goal here really is to increase like the total reps that you're doing in a volume session so that over time you're slowly building up the amount of reps that you're doing in each set, working towards those total reps. So the protocol here is super simple. It's just get 50 to 100 reps of whatever your working weight is done in whatever time frame you can. You can break these up however you want. You can break them up over the course of a day. You can break them up over the course of an hour-long session. The purpose is just to get in a high volume of reps at this weight. So that means that what you can do is you can do 100 pull-ups over the course of a day. Maybe if you want to just do like 10 sets of 10, just like, you know, every time you go to the bathroom or like every other hour or something along those lines, that's totally acceptable. Or if you're at the gym, you can get these in throughout a session. You can just set a timer for like 30 minutes and just see how many reps that you can get through in 30 minutes. And again, that's probably a really solid volume session as well. So wrapping it all up, improving at any of these areas is really going to help your pull-up count, but the most efficient way is going to be using a combination of all 3 of these techniques. You're never going to want to do all 3 of these in one session in one day. You're going to reap the most benefits out of the strength training session if you do that alone, and you're going to reap the most benefits out of the volume session if you do that as a separate thing. What you can do is you can combine the strength and endurance session into one day and then have the volume as a totally separate day. So there's sort of 2 ways that you could do this. If you were working out 2 or 3 times a week, you could do one day that's dedicated to strength and endurance, and then another day that's dedicated to volume training. Or if you were working out 3 times a week, you could do 2 days dedicated to strength and endurance, and then 1 dedicated to volume. Or you could also dedicate 1 week to strength and endurance, and then the next week you can dedicate to volume training, and you can flip-flop sort of like that. Whoa, dang it, my beer. All right, good thing all of the expensive equipment is in the opposite direction. Oopsies. I got too excited about pull-ups. All right, I mean, I spilled right at the end. But yeah, that's all I got for you this week. As always, if you do any of these workouts, please feel free to comment below, DM me on Instagram, reach out in any way, shape, or form. I would love to help you on your pull-up journey. If you want to see a pull-up strength training session that I normally do, there's going to be this video right over here that's going to go through one of my own workouts. Otherwise, have a great day, folks.